Oh wow, look at them. They're so mad at each other. Ooh, I'm gonna beat you up when I get my hands on you. Ooh, you're gonna see tomorrow night. Watch. I'm gonna get you in the ring and I'm gonna punish you and I'm gonna hurt you and I'm gonna make you pay for all this trash talking that you're doing. Yeah, the saying, all show, no go, comes to my mind. I hate you so much. I'm gonna dance around. With cleverly, I'm gonna flick my weak jab out for freaking 30 times around and not land half of them. And for cleverly, I'm just gonna freaking chase you around. I was just giving you points because you're controlling the pace for most of the fight. But what a garbage fight, man. This is this is bollocks. Bollocks, man. If I lived in freaking England or wherever this fight took place, man. This was a main event. This was a main event. Oh man, you got a main event between two freaking hardcore average fighters. I was watching this fight. I'm like, neither of these guys have anything special. They both have lame jabs. They're they don't got any power. They don't got any good footwork. They don't have skills. Man, oh, I'm glad they both got knocked out by the freaking by the A class fighters at light heavyweight. Well, that's why they moved up. And this was a title eliminator, really? Man, I don't watch the cruiserweight division, but if these guys got a chance for a title and they're gonna win it, I've seen more average fighters win titles like Omar Figueroa, but he's pretty average. I think he got stripped. But oh man, is this what's considered entertainment in England? This is why nobody takes British boxing seriously. And the sad part is that the undercard was really solid. I cut the undercard in the DeGale fight, right before the DeGale fight. I didn't see the Scott Quick fight or the McDonald fight. I've never actually seen either of those guys fight. That's why I wanted to watch them fight. That's why I want to watch DeGale fight, and I've seen George Groves fight as well as Anthony Joshua because there's hype around these guys, and yeah, they deserve it. They're good fighters. They do things very well. But these guys were the main event. In wrestling terms, you'd be like, these guys are two jobbers or mid carders or undercarders. They don't belong in the main event, man. They fill out a stadium, and oh, who wants a third fight? Who wants to see a third fight after that? I'm not see a third fight from that. How they filled up a whole stadium just boggles my mind. I didn't watch the first fight, but if this fight was a grudge match, enough talking about the main event, which was the worst fight of the card. Uh, I started watching in the DeGale fight, the James DeGale, and and I had seen Marco Antonio Periban fight. I saw the Vika fight, and I saw the his fight with J Love. And he's a tough, durable guy. A tough Mexican. He's huge, dude. He looks like a bear or something. He's big and he's kind of chubby, but he's those type of fighters that they're not in shape. Like physically, you don't think they're in great shape, but they are. They could go rounds. And Joshua just wiped them out. Third round. He just got wiped out, man. He fought really good. I was really impressed by him. I think he could be a force at 168. I think a fight with Groves is 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 necessary now. I would love to see that fight. I think it would be a great fight. Groves looked pretty average today. He gave himself a 5 out of 10. I'll give him a 5 out of 10 as well. He got caught a lot by this. This guy was a middleweight. Douglin, Douglin was his name. He he would catch him a few times, and he'd get close and start banging on the body, and Groves would just be leaning on the ropes. But I'm glad Groves turned it around. He just started a little slow, but he turned it around and he knocked him out. He knocked him out, which showed he's on another level than this guy, which he should have. And and he got the victory and the KO, which is ultimately what matters. But his stock might have gone a little down. So I would say I think that James DeGale beats him at this point. He really impressed me. And Periban isn't a pound for pound guy. You know, he'll never be Carl Froch or Andre Ward, but he's a guy that'll give you rounds, tough rounds. And I think the ref should have at least gave Periban a chance to get up, but he was gonna be knocked out anyway. But yeah, there was some early stoppages. I thought that the Periban fight was stopped early. I mean, at least let him the guy get up, man. At least do a standing yank out, see him, have him take 2 steps forward. But no, he just stopped it, and I think the Groves fight was a bit premature. It's like this. I don't want the guys to get hurt, but if they could continue fighting, then they should let it continue. They're boxers. They're not freaking. They're not in ice skating or something. They could continue it. They take punches to the head for a living. So in those cases, I think at least like 2, 3, 4 more seconds, the ref should have let it continue and see what happened. Oh, and Anthony Joshua, which is I had never seen Joshua fight before. I heard all these great things about his great physique and his gold medal, and man, the guy's huge. His chest and his back is just broad. I seen pictures of him, but actually watching him fight and against another heavyweight, it was he's a sight to be seen. He's a sight to be seen, and I think the guy has a bright future. The guy that I would like to see him fight, not next, but in a few years, maybe 2 years, when he has over 20 fights under his belt, I would love to see him fight Wilder. I, I think that fight would have fireworks. They're both huge guys with power. I think I don't if Joshua gets a more experience, could go rounds. I think he could beat Wilder. Because Wilder hasn't gone past 4 at this point anyway. So just get a few more fights, a couple more experience, refine his technique, all that. I think he beats Wilder in 2 years. I give him 2 years to become a world champ. Uh, I, yeah, 2 years. He becomes a world champ, regardless if Klitschko is there or not. He's the guy. He's the guy right now. Because none of these guys could compare to Klitschko at this point. But yeah, that was my thought on this event. Overall, really good promotion, really good event, huge stadium, packed with people. It was an event when these bums came out as the main event. They had fireworks and all that. It reminded me of Nassim Hamed coming out with this show. He was the show, and the show, the fights were the show for this fight, which is in every fight. But the event, Eddie Hearn's doing a great job promoting, doing a promoting fights, and it showed with this fight, with this packed crowd. All right, guys. So don't forget to comment, please. Really want to hear your feedback, and rate and subscribe if you want to keep hearing my boxing commentary.
Peace.